Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The historic WWE SummerSlam Premium Live event is just days away. The card is extremely stacked and star-studded, and multiple major superstars are scheduled to compete on both nights. Roman Reigns is back and will compete in his first match since WrestleMania 41 at the biggest party of summer. Roman Reigns, along with former World Heavyweight Champion Jey Uso, is scheduled to face Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed at SummerSlam. The Game is the man behind all the creative decisions in the Stanford-based promotion, and under his watch, World Wrestling Entertainment has been riding a massive wave of success. Taking steps in favor of the company is part of his job. Triple H might have replaced Roman Reigns from the main event of SummerSlam 2025 Night 1. Previously, WWE was advertising Reigns' tag match as the banner for Night 1, subtly suggesting it could be the main event for that day. However, now CM Punk vs. Gunther has replaced the OTC on the banner, which also suggests that the main event for Night 1 may be reworked. Roman Reigns has been a top star for the company for almost a decade, and since embracing the Tribal Chief role, he has been in the main event at every PLE he has competed in. However, his part-time schedule might have affected his standing, which could be why WWE ultimately replaced his bout. The Tribal Chief would probably take another break after competing at the biggest party of summer, as he would start filming for his Hollywood movie, The Street Fighter. The sports entertainment juggernaut subtly hinted at this earlier by not announcing Reigns for any show after SummerSlam, and now his removal from the main event spot could be seen as another sign that he will be out of plans for a while, likely off television. Nayan is a WWE news and features writer at Sportskeeda Wrestling. After completing his bachelor's degree in mass communication from Potter International, he began working as a YouTube scriptwriter. Nayan then transitioned to Pink Villa as a combat sports writer. He gained valuable experience there before finally coming under the banner of Sportskeeda. Within 1.5 years, Nayan has written over 1,000 articles, interviewed MFN promotion owners, and conducted a Twitter campaign that gained over 50 retweets and more. He puts fact-checking and mindful journalism above everything by applying a 3-check method, where he tries to verify reports from reliable sources and cross-check whether other major publications have covered them. Looking back at his association with pro wrestling, Nayan recalls being hooked on the sport after watching Shawn Michaels vs. The Undertaker at WrestleMania 25. Since then, the product has been an inseparable part of his life. Apart from the Heartbreak Kid being Nayan's favorite wrestler for his confidence and charisma, he is also a fan of Brock Lesnar due to the Beast's work speaks louder than words attitude. Nayan can be found performing mixed martial arts and reading true crime in his free time. In a move that has shaken the WWE universe to its very core, speculation is running wild that Paul Triple H Levesque, WWE's chief content officer, may have made the most controversial decision of his executive career, pulling Roman Reigns from the main event of SummerSlam 2025. The Tribal Chief, the head of the table, the longest reigning world champion of the modern era, Roman Reigns has been the center of WWE's universe for nearly half a decade, but as SummerSlam nears, an eerie silence surrounds Reigns' presence on the marquee. His name has all but vanished from promotional posters, and whispers from backstage sources suggest that Triple H has orchestrated a dramatic change. Roman Reigns' reign, literally and metaphorically, has been legendary. Since his heel turn and alliance with Paul Heyman in 2020, Reigns has carried the company on his back with unmatched dominance. From Daniel Bryan to Edge, Drew McIntyre to Cody Rhodes, no challenger has been able to dethrone the Tribal Chief permanently. First, it was the tension within the bloodline. Solo Sikoa's brutal attack on Jimmy Uso during Backlash in Paris left fans questioning Reigns' grip over his once loyal faction. Then came the cryptic promos from The Rock teasing a return, which many assumed would culminate in a dream match between cousins, but negotiations reportedly fell through. And now, Roman has not appeared on television since Money in the Bank in London, where he suffered a shocking pinfall loss to Jey Uso in a 6-man tag match, the first clean loss he's taken in over 3 years. Triple H has not addressed the rumors publicly, but an insider source within WWE's creative team, who requested anonymity, revealed that Reigns was originally scheduled to headline SummerSlam against the Money in the Bank winner, Gunther. But something changed. There were creative differences, the source claimed. Roman wasn't happy with the direction of his story, especially with how they were booking the bloodline without him. He felt it undermined everything he built since 2020. Others suggest that Reigns is simply taking an extended leave, possibly due to mounting physical tolls or personal reasons. But the silence from WWE is deafening. Not a single on-air mention. No social media hints. And now, with just 2 weeks to go before the biggest event of the summer, the poster boy is nowhere to be seen. What makes this mystery more shocking is who may be replacing Roman Reigns in the main event slot, none other than Triple H himself. Over the past month, Triple H has been subtly reinserting himself into the on-screen product. It started with a surprise appearance at the end of Raw 2 weeks ago, where he stared down Gunther after the Intercontinental Champion's brutal dismantling of Sami Zayn. Then came the chilling vignette last week, grainy footage of a sledgehammer being buried in the desert sand, overlaid with the words, "Sometimes you must build anew from the ashes of the old." The WWE Universe exploded with theories. Was this about a new faction? A new authority figure? A symbolic end to the bloodline? Or was the gang getting ready to lace up the boots one last time? If reports are accurate, the SummerSlam main event may see Triple H face Gunther in a blockbuster Legacy versus Dominance match. For Gunther, this would be a coronation. The man who ended the Intercontinental Championship curse, redefining it with record-breaking defenses and old-school brutality. For Triple H, this would be a final war. His first match since his retirement announcement in 2022 following a near-fatal cardiac event. A comeback seemed impossible then. But if there's one thing fans have learned from Triple H, it's that he doesn't bow out without a fight. Triple H is a student of the business, said Hall of Famer Shawn Michaels during a recent interview. If he's really stepping into that ring again, it's not for ego. It's because he feels there's a story that needs to be told, and maybe only he can tell it. There's a deeper narrative at play here. Triple H has long been the architect of the NXT Black and Gold era, the man who gave Gunther, then Walter, his WWE start. There's symbolism in Triple H confronting his creation, testing if the future truly is ready to erase the past. But more intriguingly, this could be Triple H's final way of giving Roman Reigns what he always wanted, a clean slate. One of Roman's frustrations was that he never got closure, the WWE source revealed. His story just kept going, and maybe Triple H is stepping in to end it on his behalf. Not to overshadow Roman, but to honor him by letting someone else rise without being under the shadow of the tribal chief. With Reigns out of the picture, at least temporarily, the future of the bloodline becomes even murkier. Solo Sikoa appears to be carving his own path, aligning with a brutal new faction rumored to be called the Island Empire. Meanwhile, Jey Uso has quietly become a top babyface across both brands, drawing comparisons to Daniel Bryan's underdog run in 2014. There are also murmurs that Paul Heyman may be turning his allegiance once again, perhaps aligning himself with Gunther, or even with Triple H. If Roman Reigns truly has been replaced, it marks the end of an era. But in WWE, endings are never permanent. They are prologues to something new. Triple H stepping in at SummerSlam 2025 could be a once-in-a-lifetime moment. A clash of generations. A curtain call drenched in symbolism. Or it could be the spark of a new dynasty, one where the old guard finally steps aside, and the future is allowed to rise. But until Triple H steps through that curtain in Cleveland, and the bell rings, we're all just guessing. One thing is certain. Whether it's the roar of the tribal chief or the grind of the game, WWE SummerSlam 2025 will be unforgettable.